Hi Lakewood Math 1 students, this is Miss V and this is Video 9 Slope-Intercept Applications. And I'm about ready to tell you exactly why we are so excited about linear equations. And the reason is because we can actually use them to solve real-world problems. So make sure you are at the linear equation word problem sheet in your packet. And I'm going to work the first at least 2 or 3 problems for you and then let you try maybe the fourth on your own. So we always use slope-intercept form when the word problem gives us a rate of change, which is slope, or m, and a starting point, which is our y-intercept that we've been calling b. So in the first problem, and let's see if I can focus this just a little bit better. Let's zoom way in. There, that's much better. In the first problem, it says you and your friends plan to attend a county fair this weekend. The admission to the fair is $5 and the cost per ride is 50 cents. If your parents give you $20, write and solve a linear equation to find how many rides you can go on. So when we do these problems, we need to be able to identify the slope, and in this case, that's 50 cents. And we need to identify the y-intercept, which is $5. So we're going to use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and we're going to substitute 50 cents for x and $5 for b, and that should be really $5. And that's equal to y. But you'll notice they told you what y is. It's $20. So I want to replace that y value with $20. And now I've got a simple two-step equation to solve. The first thing I'm going to do is subtract 5 from both sides. And that leaves me then with $15 on the left side. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 1/2, essentially, is what I'm dividing by. And remember, dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2, so I can go on 30 rides. So here is the answer to the county fair problem. Let's take a look at problem number 2 and see if we can identify the slope and the y-intercept in problem 2. While your family is visiting Deep Creek Lake, you and your mother decide to go boating. The rangers charge $6.50 per hour in addition to a $25 deposit to rent a canoe. If you wish to rent the canoe from noon to 3:30 or 12:30 to 3:30, write and solve a linear equation to find the total cost to rent the canoe. So our slope is $6.50 per hour. This per word gives us a big hint that that's going to be the slope. So m is equal to $6.50 and our y-intercept is $25 to rent the canoe. So we have $6.50 times x plus $25, and that's equal to y. Now notice in the first problem they told us what the y is. They told us how much money we had. But in this problem they give us the x. They give us how many hours that we planned to rent the canoe. So 12:30 to 3:30 I believe is 3 hours. And so we're going to use 3 for x. And so we need to multiply 650 times 3. Well, I know that 6 times 3 is 18. And I know that 3 times 50 cents is $1.50. So it looks like that's going to be $19.50 plus $25. And then I would add these two together. So the way I'm going to do this mental math is I'm going to add 20 plus 25 and get 45. But then I need to subtract 50 cents. So it should cost $44.50 to rent the canoe and have it out from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video and try problem 3 and 4 on your own. And then when you're done, you can check your answers with mine. So in problem 3, it says your parents have decided to buy a new Toyota 4Runner for $25,635. According to the dealer, the car will depreciate in value approximately $3,000 per year. Write and solve a linear equation to find how many years until the car is worth $3,135. So in this case, our M, or our slope, is the amount it's depreciating per year. And I'm not sure if you know what depreciation is, but most things when you buy them decrease in value over the years as we use them. So our depreciation here is actually going to reduce the amount of money that the car is worth every year. So that's our M value, our slope. And our B value happens to be the $25,635 that we paid originally for this Toyota 4Runner. So my equation is y is equal to negative 3,000 x plus 25,635. And then they've said how long or how many years, and that's our x. So they're asking us to find x when y is 3,135. So 3,135 equals negative 3,000 x plus 25,635. And now, instead of trying to keep all these numbers in my head, I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator and take 25,635 from 3,135. So 3,135 minus 25,635. I just subtracted this from both sides. And so on the left side of the equation, I have negative 22,500, and on the right side of the equation, I have 3,000x. So now, and it's a negative 3,000, now we're going to divide both sides by negative 3,000. And again, I'm going to just use my calculator. And I get 7.5 is equal to x. So what we know is it's going to take about 7.5 years for the value of this Toyota to depreciate to $3,135. So that's problem 3. And now I'm going to go ahead and let you work problem 4 on your own, and I'm going to show you the answer in just a second. So here's the answer to problem number 4. And in this problem, my slope was the $3.10 that I'm spending on gas per gallon. Again, that per word gave me a hint. And $5 is my B value. And then I know that I want the amount of money to be my Y value, and what I want to know is how many gallons of gas can I buy if I have $40. So I put 40 here, and I solved for X, and I got 11.3 approximately.